The story begins with a secret that could change lives. In a small town where gossip traveled faster than the wind, a young lady named Jennifer carried the kind of lie that grew heavier with each passing day. She was admired by some for her beauty, envied by others for her charms, and misunderstood by many for her choices. But behind her bright smile was a dangerous plan, one that would hurt the man who trusted her most. Moses, her boyfriend who lived abroad. Jennifer was clever, but her cleverness was often used for selfish reasons. She had grown up in poverty, watching her mother struggle to sell vegetables at the roadside while her father drifted from job to job. She had promised herself that she would never live the same kind of life. She wanted comfort, luxury, and respect. And to her, the easiest way to get it was not through hard work, but through the heart of a man who loved her enough to give without question. Moses was that man. He lived in London, working as an engineer, and he had met Jennifer 2 years ago when he visited Nigeria. Their meeting was like a dream, at least for him. Moses was instantly drawn to her soft voice, her sparkling eyes, and the way she seemed to make him feel alive after years of living alone in a foreign country. Jennifer saw him differently. She saw an opportunity. Here was a man who lived abroad, who earned in foreign currency, and who adored her so much he promised the world at her feet. For months, they spoke over the phone, through video calls, and exchanged long messages. Moses often sent her gifts, sometimes money, to help her family and to make her life easier. Jennifer always thanked him with sweet words, but deep inside, she wanted much more. One day, sitting in her room with her friend Clara, Jennifer whispered her plan. "I'm going to tell Moses I'm pregnant," she said, her voice trembling between excitement and fear. Clara's eyes widened. "Jennifer, are you sure? That's a big lie. What if he finds out?" Jennifer shrugged. "He lives far away. How will he know? He loves me too much to doubt me. If I tell him I'm carrying his child, he will send me money. He might even build us a house here. Think about it, Clara. My life will change forever." Clara shook her head. "This is dangerous, Jennifer. You're playing with a man's heart." But Jennifer was stubborn. She didn't see it as playing with a heart. She saw it as survival. That evening, she called Moses. She made her voice sound soft, almost shaky, as if she had been crying. "Moses," she said, "I don't know how to tell you this. I just found out I'm pregnant." There was silence at first, then the sound of joy in Moses's voice. "Pregnant? Are you serious, Jennifer? My God, this is the best news of my life. You mean I'm going to be a father?" Jennifer sniffled. "Yes, but I'm scared. I don't have money for hospital checkups, and things are hard here." Femi's heart melted. "Don't you worry about a thing. I'll take care of you and our baby. Just focus on resting. I'll send you money tomorrow." The very next day, Moses wired a large amount of money to her account. Jennifer felt triumphant. It worked. With a pregnancy that did not exist, she had opened the floodgates of his generosity. Weeks turned into months. Each time Moses asked about her condition, Jennifer would invent stories. "I went for a scan," she would say, "and the doctor said the baby's healthy." She even sent him pictures of random scan results she found online, pretending they were hers. Moses was overjoyed, and his love for her only deepened. He started to send more money. Jennifer, enjoying her new wealth, bought new clothes, new shoes, and even started helping her family financially. People in the neighborhood began to notice her sudden change in lifestyle, and rumors spread. But whenever anyone asked, Jennifer proudly placed her hand on her flat stomach and said, "I'm expecting. My man abroad is taking care of me." Moses's excitement grew so much that he made a big decision. "Jennifer," he said during a late-night call, "I want us to have a home here in Nigeria, a place for you and the baby to live comfortably. I've already contacted someone to help me buy land. I'll start building a house for us." Jennifer could not believe her luck. A house? Her lie had brought her not just money, but a home of her own. She smiled in the dark of her room, already imagining herself as the lady of the house, living in comfort while everyone admired her. Months passed. Moses continued to work hard abroad, saving and sending more money. The house slowly rose, walls built brick by brick, roof shining under the sun, painted with colors Jennifer chose. She would often visit the site, pretending to be a proud mother-to-be whose husband abroad was making her life a dream.
But lies, no matter how sweet, have an expiry date. As the supposed due date approached, Moses grew more eager. "Jennifer, I want to come home before the baby is born. I want to be there for you, to hold our child in my arms." Jennifer panicked. Her stomach was as flat as ever. She had no child, no pregnancy, nothing. She quickly invented another lie. "Moses, please don't come yet. My mother says it's not safe for me to be stressed, and your presence might cause too much attention in the village. Just wait until after the baby comes." But Moses could not be stopped. He had waited too long, sacrificed too much, and dreamed of this family for months. He booked his flight. Jennifer's heart raced when she heard the news. She could not sleep. She paced her room, sweating, thinking of how to escape the truth. Clara, who had warned her earlier, shook her head. "You've gone too far, Jennifer. What will you do now? You can't hide a baby that doesn't exist." Jennifer thought of fake babies, renting children, anything to keep the lie alive. But time was against her. Moses was on his way. The day Moses arrived was supposed to be a day of joy. He came with gifts, his eyes full of love, his heart swollen with pride. He embraced Jennifer, looking at her stomach in confusion. "Jennifer, where's the pregnancy? You don't look like someone who just carried a child." Jennifer stammered. "Oh, Moses, I had a miscarriage some weeks ago. I was too sad to tell you." Moses froze. His hands dropped. "A miscarriage? You mean all these months the baby is gone? Why didn't you tell me?" Tears filled his eyes, but deep inside him, doubt began to grow. Something felt wrong. He demanded to see medical reports, hospital papers, anything to prove her story. Jennifer had none. She broke down crying, but her tears could not hide the cracks in her lie. Moses's face hardened. "Jennifer, tell me the truth. Was there ever a pregnancy?" Silence. Jennifer's lips trembled. The truth, heavy and shameful, slipped out. "No, Moses, there was never a pregnancy." The world seemed to collapse around him. The man who had sacrificed so much, who had built her a house, who had sent him his hard-earned money, realized he had been deceived. His love turned into pain, his trust into ashes. "You lied to me," Moses said, his voice low but filled with fury. "You lied for money? For a house? For everything? You played with my heart." Jennifer reached for his hand, begging, "Moses, please, I did it because I was desperate. I didn't want to be poor anymore. I love you." "Love?" he interrupted sharply. "You don't know the meaning of love. You know greed. You know deceit. But love? No." The neighbors soon heard the story, and the shame spread like wildfire. People whispered behind Jennifer's back, pointing at her in the market, mocking her in hushed tones. The house she had boasted about became a monument of her deceit. Moses, broken-hearted, moved out of the house he had built. He returned abroad, vowing never to trust Jennifer again. Jennifer was left alone, surrounded by walls that reminded her of the lie that cost her everything. In the quiet of her nights, she replayed the story in her mind, the false pregnancy, the fake scans, the endless lies. What had started as a clever trick ended as a heavy chain around her neck. She had wanted comfort, but instead she was left with shame. And in the end, the truth was clear. Lies can build you a house, but they can never build you a home. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.